It's exciting that Leeds Institute for Teaching Excellence is supporting this work to discover how we can best embed wellbeing in the curriculum. Wellbeing in the university experience is a hot topic. Wherever I go, students and staff talk passionately about wellbeing. Student mental health is making headlines. For all this talk and buzz around student mental health, surprisingly, the voice of students from biological sciences has been largely absent. We don't know if wellbeing is important to FBS students. We don't know their experiences. It's time we gave FBS students space to tell their stories, to tell us their experience of being at university, to tell us what they need, how we can support them on their university journey.
FBS students have already let us know that wellbeing is important to them. We know you, our students, want us to do more, and this is a great opportunity for you to make your voice heard. With your help, we can make things happen, and by getting involved, you'll provide the information we need to make changes that will have a positive impact on all FBS students. Changes that will benefit students who are here at the university now and for those to come in the future.
Many students seem to handle the academic side of university, but balancing the mental health and wellbeing side is harder. There is an overwhelming change to each student's life when they come to university, and not having established people to turn to can make this adjustment even harder. All students in the Faculty of Biological Sciences struggle and need more support to some extent. By focusing on mental health and welfare, I'm hoping more students will enjoy their time at Leeds, because university isn't just about academics, and neither is life. Although, I also believe that by improving mental health and welfare, grades will improve. If we truly want change, completing this survey will show the faculty that we need help, because if we don't make our voices heard, who will?
Mental health for many can be a vicious cycle that can have a lasting impact on your learning, where one morning you may not be able to physically leave your room. You miss that one lecture, and slowly but surely that workload starts to snowball. We are lucky to have such detailed and intensive courses here, but that intensity can leave many of us feeling lost or forgotten by staff and even by our peers. But there is support, and there are many of us, myself included, who are dedicated to working to support your well-being throughout your time in FBS, but we need your voice.
Now is the right time to be asking FBS students about their well-being and mental health. Winter can be a tough time for many students, and we don't always know where to go for help or support. So where do you go if you're struggling with stress, with depression, with anxiety? This project is our chance to tell FBS staff what we are struggling with and where we need more help and support. It seems like more and more students are suffering, and sometimes it feels like staff and students just aren't speaking the same language. It's not easy getting our voices heard, so this project has come at just the right time. These days, mental health and well-being have much less of a stigma attached to them, so now is the time for us as FBS students to speak up, to let the faculty know what they can do differently. I hope that every student in FBS makes time to complete this 30-minute survey so things can change.
Coming to university is not just about studying, there's the whole lifestyle change. For lots of younger students, it means moving out of the family home and dealing with finances for the first time. It's a lot to handle. If you're not doing well, then it can impact everything. If we could improve the mental health and well-being of FBS students, we can improve motivation and it can help with uni work. When we struggle, it helps to know that there is a support system in place to help us. If we are getting overly stressed about deadlines, knowing there are people there to fall back on can be very useful. It can be a help knowing there are people who will be there when things get difficult. You tend to get less stressed if you know there are people to help. This is our chance to tell FBS what it is like being a student. Then maybe things can be put in place that will help make our time at university better.
So, how do you get involved? Over the next week, all FBS students will receive an email to your university email account inviting you to complete an online survey. There will also be the opportunity to volunteer to be interviewed. As well as the email, all the information that you will need will be available on both the undergraduate and master's organisations in Minerva. You can also access the survey directly by scanning the QR code.